Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay. Today's video is going to be about what to expect and what to do and how to prepare for Family Day when your son or daughter. Hold on, I have, hold on, babies. We have how many dogs? We got a lot. I know. Oh, I know. This is Paloma. I really don't have a lot of photos of her on social media. She's my dancer. If you can see her, she's been so abused as a baby. So what this video is, we have rescued a lot of animals, so you will see them throughout the video. So I apologize if it's an inconvenience for you, but they're part of the family. So yeah, this is Paloma, which means white dove, and she's a beautiful girl. She was shot with BB guns, and firecrackers bother her, loud noises bother her, at nighttime it bothers her. So she is trusting us more and more. So she's a beautiful girl. But on this video, it is going to be about, what's it going to be about? Family Day and the importance of Family Day and knowing to prepare for Family Day. I just uploaded a video on preparing or what to do when your young adult has joined the service and they're going through basic training, and what your role as a parent should be, if that makes sense. It's very, very important. It's one thing that I just want to bring from that, bring from that video to this video is that the key is communication is key. It is key. And when I state that, it is dealing with respecting blended families, meaning if there's a divorce in there, communication. If, you know, try your best so both parties know what's going on. And I guess the reasoning why I am stressing this is when I was at the hotel having breakfast there before Family Day started, you know, you recognize parents when they're wearing the t-shirts representing their young adult. And I walked over and I had said, what one is your son in? Is an Alpha, you know, the Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo. I think I'm missing one. A, B, C, D. Maybe not Echo. Yeah. And the father didn't know because the mother didn't relay the message. And the stepmother goes, I tried my hardest to research and find out, but we didn't get everything. So we're walking in blind. And I felt so bad because the father took that trip. Yes, it probably was an ugly divorce. Yes, he got remarried. But the thing is that he also deserved rights, if that makes sense, to see his son or daughter. I didn't go any further, if that makes sense, and I apologize. That's soul barking. They deserve rights, and the son doesn't need to, or the daughter doesn't need to deal with that drama while they're going through these next 2 days. So communication's key. Family Day. Family Day is very, very, very exciting. The only thing I can only stress to you is prepare in advance. And when I state prepare in advance is that book your hotels, book your lodging, book your rental as in car rental if you're flying in, book your, what was the other one? Hotel, car, and plane situation. Also, when you book all of these in advance, someone's going to say, well, I don't know if something's going to happen. And you know, maybe there has been an injury due to medical. A lot of kids get hurt, you know, carrying those excess weight and doing all that walking, shin splints, fractures, and stuff like that. I'm going to be real, it happens. And so that child maybe is not graduating because they had to put it on hold and they'll have to redo it again. situation. So you had made the plane, got the tickets, you got the rental car to pick up, and you got the lodging to go to. I would... Ginger, what are you chewing on, baby girl? Let me go see what she's chewing on. Hold on just for a moment. I apologize. Okay, I think I'm recording. Are we recording? Yeah. Should we show them what you were chewing on? I'm a big Star Wars fan. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. This little gentle giant here. Yeah. Got a hold of my Star Wars figurine. That was from Burger King back in 2005. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. So, it's just like having little kids situation. I think where I left you off on is to purchase insurance, meaning cancellations, fees on top of what you're doing, for a fact if there is a cancellation or due to weather or flight, you know, that kind of situation, you are covered. Yes, it's going to probably be an additional $45 or $50, but you are having that security. I cannot stress, when he graduated in April, second week of April, we had everything confirmed in February. So it's almost in 2 months that we had everything in order. I wish, honestly, and I'm happy, I wish, this is the reason why I'm making this video, is because there's a lot of parents who had made arrangements that had to cancel, and they lost a lot of money. And don't get me wrong, it is difficult today in society, working and paying the bills and wanting to make sure you support your young adult and graduation and family day and that kind of thing. So yeah, insurance coverage, I mean, how do I put, I don't know the right terminology, and I apologize for this. If you're going to book a flight, make sure you're able to, there's protection on that flight, so if there's a cancellation, you're covered. Now, one thing that we had purchased was through Expedia, and it was marked down even like a package situation, and yeah, he was able to cover, I think he did pay that he did. So that is, I have notes, so I apologize for looking down. Maybe what I can do, we can put it on a little, yeah, we'll do this, Ginger. So we have the hotel, car, and plane. Now, going into Georgia, not Georgia, South Carolina, flying in, make sure your phone has, or you take a your Garmin or TomTom, I don't know what they call them now. They said I just use my phone as directions. Make sure your phone's up to date, make sure the software is up to date, that kind of situation. You know what, one thing I do want to make clear with you, when I was flying, because I am disabled and I have to use a cane, a back brace, TENS unit, you know, there's so many things that I have to take with me extra, that was things I was concerned about. This is sort of a note. I don't know how long I am, but there is an app that you're able to download. It's a TSA map, or app, I apologize, and they will have a whole list of what you can and cannot bring on traveling purposes. Okay, carry on, and how many bags, and every airline is different, and I want you to take that into consideration too. From there, I had a question about my cane, and I had a question about my TENS unit and how I should travel with that situation. Now, the TENS unit, I will make a video on what you can and cannot bring, TSA. So it'll be on the next video. I just made a note that will be done. So make sure you plan ahead, make sure you have insurance coverage if there's a cancellation due to something happened, hello badness, due to your young adult who maybe they had gotten injured or they're being released or that kind of situation. Family Day. I would not miss Family Day. I can stress to anybody out there, I don't know how the other branches handle it. I don't know how the Air Force, come here, please. Come here. My sweetheart. Come on. I don't know how they handle it, but with the Army, it was Family Day is when they come through the smoke. And it's breathtaking. I cannot. Can you come? Oh, you want up there. Oh, badness. Okay. Come here. Mommy needs to bring steps in here. Yes, she does. Come here. I know. You're a little man. You're a little guy. You couldn't get up there. Come on. I understand. I understand. Yes. I understand, badness. Mommy needs to get steps there. Let me get them for you. Let me get them for him. So, my sleeves are always going up. I apologize. Come on. Come on. Oh, what's wrong? So, I'm going to erase part of this, so I'm going to take a drink. And if you don't have hair in your coffee, as from the pets, you're not a true. No, I'm just joking. Okay. We're back. I'm not sure. Badness is the mini Chihuahua. Really, his name is Bandit, because as a little one, they had injured his. All our animals been rescued. His eye, he doesn't have the one eye. He only has the right eye. He doesn't have his left eye. So the reason why I call him Badness is because he's just full of badness. So he's like, Mommy, don't say bad things about me. I'm a good kid. I'm a good kid. So, Family Day. What to expect? You're going to have Family Day one day, and Family Day is usually handled on a Wednesday. And then this is for the Army. They're at Fort Jackson. And then graduation will be held on Thursday. They both start the same time. But I cannot stress. I'll be really sincere and say this again. I cannot stress to be there very, very early. And when I say that, the gates open at 7. What are you needing, your requirements that you're needing when you enter to the gate? Okay? When you enter to the gate, whoever is driving, you have to have a valid driver's license. You have to have current insurance. And you have to have registration for that vehicle. Now, if you rented a car like I did, I had to show that I had insurance in the car, which is in the documentation of the car rental, and then I had shown my driver's license. Okay. My mother, they never asked for her ID. There are some questions, you know, am I able to, if I have a felony on my record, all of that. I don't know. I don't know all of those details, and I deeply apologize, but I cannot stress enough. We left the hotel probably about 6:30, 6:45. I think the first day we left at 6:30. We got to the gate with traffic because, you know, you're driving in, people going to work. I think we got to the gate at least a little after 7 o'clock, which wasn't too bad. There are different gates, but I stress to you, it's gate 4, and I'm going to check. I think it's 15 or 17, the exit that you take off. I can't say that. I shouldn't say that because I don't know what direction you're coming, if that makes sense. Gate 4 will enter you into close to the direction as what they call the blue line, to follow the blue line. And I'm thinking, what's the blue line? There's actually a painted blue line on the road that you follow for this. They're very, very organized. The base is very, very organized. I have to give them kudos. Very professional. They are security, you know. It's a situation where it's safety comes first. So when you enter on the base, you'll start seeing a blue line, and you just follow that. Okay. From there, gate 4, blue line. You will be heading to called Hilton Field, and when you're on the road to go to Hilton Field, from gate 4, it will be on your right hand side. There'll be little turns and curves in there. So it took about less than 5 minutes from the gate to get to Hilton Field. Now, you're going to have a lot of traffic. And the thing is, it doesn't start till 9 Eastern. I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern time when it starts. So, yeah, give yourself time. And the reasoning I say give yourself time, and I wanted to get the t-shirts. I wanted to get, you know, the different things to little items to remember this situation, because they do have, I'm so lost for words, and I feel so horrible. Those little booths kind of situation out to the side of the field, outside, for you to walk down and buy stuff, sweatshirts, t-shirts, medals, hats, anything is out there. I don't ever remember seeing food out there. Yeah, I think it's just more representing of your son and daughter situation. Parking, there is handicap in the front of the bleachers, and what I did is I took my parking handicap thing to show them when I was driving, and they let me go forward to the handicap. Now, let's say you have a vehicle that has it in the plate situation. You would have, I also took my paperwork with me, as in the state of Texas, I have all my documentation for that parking pass. So you might need to take it, make copies of it, and bring it with you, so you can show them that there is a handicapped person in the vehicle. It could be you, it could be a spouse or a grandparent kind of situation. So do remember that. So there is parking. Parking is not organized, and when I say that, there's not, you'll be parking on grass situation. And I shouldn't say not organized. The security, the MPs will direct you what way they want you to go. Okay, and you follow direction. I cannot stress that enough. Follow direction. You are there with your class of your child from the 5 different, you know, the Alpha, the Bravo, the Charlie, the Delta, and the Echo. You have over almost 800 plus young ones who are graduating on family day. So you have to think about automobiles on top of that situation. When you are about to enter into the field, meaning Hilton Field, there is bleachers, and all the bleachers are facing one direction, meaning you don't have, you know, as a football field you have home and then visitors. That is not how it is here. It's all on one side. Now when you come down from the small hill to do your parking, you will be facing into the sun, and I want you to take that consideration. You will be facing into the sun, so you will be facing east, okay? And the sun is going to be in your eyes. It's not that bad, but I just want you, whoever's a photographer or taking pictures or things like that, I want you to take that into consideration. So if you do have a camera, if you're wanting to filter on it, to do some blockage as that sun kind of situation, because when they come with the smoke, hopefully the lightness, there you go, it is gorgeous. It is just, it's breathtaking. They check all bags. They check backpacks, purses, all bags, and I want you to take that into consideration. I had the first day, I didn't know what to expect. So on the first day, they went through, I had my camera bag, and then I had, I think, a very small purse with me. In fact, oh, if I can bend, I had this with me. situation. I don't know if you guys, and it's very, very small. It's probably as big as my head, and it had, you know, deep pockets, and it was very nice. I wouldn't be carrying a lot. I just wouldn't. So they check. You are able. So you some people are people who take photos. You are able to take a camera that the lens can come off. There was always questions as in, am I able to take my my big camera? And sometimes, like your concerts, you're not able to take a camera that you have a removable lens. Here, you are able to. So, they will check all bags. So there'll be two separate lines, one that doesn't have bags and the one that does. In seating, and I want you to think, and I want you to remember this, is that when you're coming down and you will go through this security, because you will go through security. They will wand you. They will have you put your phone and all of your metal things into, so they can run it through security situation. And the bleachers are huge, and it's from one end to the other. And I want you to remember, from the left to the right, it's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo. So if you know what brigade, I don't want to say brigade, that's not the right word, the right team that they're on, because my son was Delta Platoon 1, and there's Platoon 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's those things that you need to take consideration. This young man in the hotel did not know, and I felt so bad. And that's why I can only stress communication. Be respectful. This is not about you and your ex-husband or your ex-wife or your partner. It's for your young one who is making a huge life choice to protect us as the United States. Everyone. They're fighting, when they're out there, and they're fighting for you and I, but they're also fighting for the ones they're fighting with, their platoon situation. So it starts with A and it goes all the way down to E. So when you go into your bleacher, ask somebody, because I had to get into handicap, and that was so frustrating, and I'll explain why. There are ramps for wheelchairs. I want you to know there is accessibility for that. Is this D, or is this E, or this B? And so you can be with at least the same parents as what your child, your young adult was training with situation. The first time on Family Day, I sat different than I did on graduation, and the only reason why I did that, and I wish I didn't, and it's because your handicap is right at the bar. And so some of my filming, or even my camera, it was really horrible shots, because I had that bar, and you cannot stand and take a photo. You cannot. Your drill sergeants or your military police, your MPs out there, are going to tell you to sit down, and they're not nice. They're not there to be nice. They're going to tell you need to do your job as a parent or as a guardian. Sit yourself down and respect the ones behind you. And I am being sincere. And the thing is that we are so excited to get that hug. So respect everyone around you. I'm on the respect situation on the outline, and respect the ones around you. I mean, it was hard because I couldn't get down in the field fast enough because of my situation, but that's okay. My son knows. I just didn't want to disappoint him, but he knew. So, I need to get it together as a mother. So from there, the smoke. I cannot stress this enough to any of you parents going to this. Go to Family Day. go to Family Day, because there are groups that you're able to join on social media, especially Facebook. I had joined 2 different ones, and you just put in your search engine there in Facebook, and you know, and you'll be able to. I joined a mom's group, and I got a lot of my information, so I wasn't walking in blind, and they were very, very good, and I was very, very appreciative. I have probably at least, there's another woman that I have now as a friend. I love her to death, and she had asked me to do something for her, and I did, you know, because a lot of times there could be the ones there that don't have family. That breaks my heart. So when the smoke, it's breathtaking. I cannot stress. And then walking through that, the different, you know, the different teams walking through that is just, get the photos. Get the photos. From there, they're going to talk, you know, they have it on loudspeaker, and they'll talk and saying what is required, what you can and cannot do with your soldier, what their responsibility is. Do not make it difficult for their soldier for that day. And I will explain to you what they say. Then they tell you you can go tap out your soldier. And people just, they're running. It's chaos. It is just chaos. And to me, it was a beautiful chaos, because you see the support from the families going onto the field and wanting to see their daughter or their son who went through so much training and learning to work as a team, and learning that this is what they signed up for, and knowing they're about to go into AIT, which is an event, their graduation. I mean, this is them. This day is for them. This is not for you, for the hug. This is for them. They have been on a restriction for 10 weeks. Their daughter and son is not going to be the same person. They're not. They're not. And you have to be very thankful. Sometimes we think as mothers, you know, oh, that platoon drill sergeant is a complete jerk. But you know what? They made them into a man, made them into a woman to protect and fight as a team. So when you go out to the field and to tap out your soldier, it's going to be chaos. And just be patient. Know what platoon, if possible, what your son and daughter is in, and you tap them out, meaning they can't, God, I should be crying, they cannot unrest. They have to be in formation, and as soon as you tap them, you're able to embrace situation. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. And I knew with my son, he had me and my mother. He had his now future mother-in-law and his father-in-law and his fiance and grandpa and grandma. I mean, he had a field of family there, and they were able to reach him faster than me, and I was very grateful for that, and because I didn't want him to wait there very long. So I just knew in the back of my head, there's some kids here who might not have family or friends. And there's this young man, and I walked up to him and I had said, do you have family here? And he said, no, ma'am. I go, do you have friends here? And he goes, no, ma'am. I go, may I tap you out? He goes, yes, ma'am. And I gave him a hug. I want you to think about that. There's some that don't have family, and you need to respect that, and you need to know that we support these young men and women, or even at any age, what they're doing. So tapping out is very, very important. You being as a parent, as responsibility, I cannot stress this. You have responsibility, meaning don't get your son or daughter in trouble. Do not get your son or daughter in trouble. Do not leave the base. Do not leave the base. Don't sneak them off. Don't bring clothes for them to dress in regular street clothes. Do not. They cannot change. I'm being sincere. Do not take your child off base, or they will be released from the military. I'm being sincere. From there, return them on time. They're going to have to be there back no later than 1800 hours, or I apologize, 800 hours, 8 o'clock p.m. But the best thing they always stress to them is the drill sergeants, you need to get here at least 20 minutes earlier, before 8. So get them there at 7:40 if possible. I'm being very, very honest. Don't smoke around them. If you are a smoker, move yourself from him so he doesn't have smoke on his body. Do not drink around your soldier. Your soldier cannot drink. They cannot smoke. They are still in training. Okay? Eating. You have the afternoon with them. Remember, it started at 9. You have to return them no later than 7:45. I cannot stress that. So you can go to the PX. You can go to fast food places. There's not a lot of them there. I think there was at the PX. I think there was like Burger King. I think Taco Bell. It was just a madhouse. What we ended up doing, which was the best thing and cost effective, it was wonderful, and it was relaxing, and it was healthy. And the reason why is that your soldier has just been eating MREs and healthy food for 10 weeks, and when you shove fast food down them, their body is going to have a reaction, and they might have to do sit-ups, they might have to do push-ups, maybe someone got in trouble in their little platoon, so they all have to do something, and I want you to take that into consideration. So don't feed them really nasty. They're going to crave for that, but support that situation. So what we did was we went to the NCO club, and they do, if you're staying at a hotel, 99% of the time these hotels will have maps, or they'll have something that shows you that what's available. I think there was a map that was given to us there at Family Day, of locations you can, like going bowling. You guys can all go bowling, or you guys can go to the park, or there's a museum there. You can go to just explore. Don't push your son or daughter to answer questions. And the reason why I say that, they have been ordered. They are not comfortable yet giving their wants and needs at this time. Okay, so what we did is we had taken my son to the NCO club. You don't have to be part of the NCO. That is open to the public, and I think it was like $9 and almost $10 a head. And I want you to think, $10 a head. Well, what are you paying for there at fast food? You know, it's about the same. And it's a buffet, and it's healthy food, and you have the salad bar, and you're able to relax and talk and have them feel comfortable with their family, and you can hear stories, and it was nice. They handled it very, very nice. They have one for lunch, and they have another one for dinner situation. So we went to the one that is at lunch. So and just to let you know, your soldiers do eat free, but it will be every other head. So I think with the 4 of us, I think it might have been less than $10 a head. I think maybe my mother got a senior, that could have been it, but it was like around $36 for 5 people, because he eats free. So just think about that. It's a lot much, and you have water and coffee and tea and soda and anything you want to drink. So it's very nice. Return on time. I cannot stress that. One thing that I had picked up before the whole thing had started on Family Day was a t-shirt, and I don't have it. It's in the closet. And you will see that if you join these groups that they offer t-shirts, and you're able to order them. But I'm going to be honest with you, don't worry about ordering them, because they will have them there at the base. They will have a little area on the side of the stadium, and there's also a t-shirt shop there in the PX that you're able to pick it up. So if they run out at the stadium, they can communicate and get another one made there, and you can pick it up that same day. I think it's like $2 more if you don't order it online and have it shipped to you, but at the same time, I just didn't want to take the chance, so I did get one. They have them in sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, that kind of situation. I think that is mostly it. Returned on time. The situation that I was in, his father was flying in with his mom, beautiful woman, with my daughter and her boyfriend on Family Day. So DJ, I'm ready to go dead on my battery. I'll be right back. I think I got it fixed. I hope I got it fixed. So his father didn't arrive. I think this is where I was at. Did not arrive. I need charges. Until Family Day in that evening. So they met up later, and I knew he wanted to, you just be respectful, you know, and they all met up at the bowling alley. I think there's 2 bowling alleys, 2 or 3. They're on the Fort Jackson. I think there's 2. So they met at one, and I was able to you know, see my daughter and meet Richie for the first time. I probably shouldn't have said his name. Oh my goodness, my mother-in-law, and I left, and it was just to respect and to honor and have that quality time together. I know his father wanted to be there for Family Day, and things just didn't work out that way. So yeah, so we left, but we were all together on graduation day, and I will explain that on the next video. So on your Family Day, I did put some personal stuff in there, and I wouldn't want to stir you wrong. And if you want another video as in more information, I can do that definitely. I cannot stress communication, planning ahead, and yeah, write to them. I didn't say that in the last video. Always write to your young soldier, or trainee, I should say. There's some that don't even receive letters. Think about that, really. So yeah, you guys, I appreciate you watching. If I can, Ava's about to snore, so I better stop this video. And as I end all of my videos, if you ever go and look at them, life is too short. We just don't know what's going to happen, and I want you to be proud of your child. They're no more a child; they're now a soldier, or they're becoming a soldier, and it's exciting. Don't miss Family Day. I cannot stress that. Those are memories that I'm still in some of the groups, because it's just the energy is seeing the mom and dads and going through it. It's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. But be good to yourself. Seriously, be good to yourself and be good to others, for we just don't know what part of their journey they're on. We don't know what battle or what demons they're fighting. We just don't know. So yeah, be good and fill your cup and enjoy your time. enjoy your time with your young adult. Enjoy it. And I think I had said in the last video, as in the key factors to know is, you know, in the first of the series, is a situation where they're not going to be the same. And these drill sergeants know when there's bulliness. They know when people are afraid to work as a team. They know, and they're going to put them in a situation for them to face their fears. And they grow from that. 2019 for me alone, the title is To Face My Fears. And it's scary, but you become stronger. And I want you to support that in yourself and into everyone, your family. So be good. I'll see you in the next video. It'll be about graduation, what to expect, the do's and don'ts kind of situation. And yeah, I love you guys. I really do. Thank you. And I hope this was helpful. And be good. We'll see you in the next one.